So we arrived a few minutes ago. We were just talking to the guy from the outfitter, but here we are, Frontenac Outfitters. Hi, Kitana. Got the hot tent rented for 2 nights. We got our gear in so far, and it's actually quite warm outside today, so we won't need to light the fire right away, but we will in a little bit. We have one more load that we need to go and get from the car. That's what's awesome about camping in wintertime. No bugs. And the outhouse doesn't stink. Here is home for the next 2 days. This is going to be awesome. Got my camp slippers on. We don't have the wood stove actually lit yet because it's actually warm, isn't it? It's actually warm. We are not the least bit chilly. It is, let's see. Comfortable. Yeah, it's 7 degrees inside the tent, and outside it's 3 degrees and raining. So we're gonna be inside the tent for a while because we don't want to get wet and soggy and stuff, and we're still kind of getting set up. So this is where my bed is gonna go. I have it kind of mapped out, but I haven't inflated my air mattress yet. And then Katana's over there. So Frontenac Outfitters has 2 tents set up that you can rent on the Frontenac Outfitters property. They have a few campsites here. So in the wintertime, they have 2 tents that they set up here on their grounds, and we're basically car camping, which is perfect. Katana and I, both of us, have never stayed in a hot tent before, so you know, we're close to people if we need them. So they have the 2 hot tents on site. The other one is, I don't know, just over that ridge over there. And then they have 2 others that you can rent and take them off site, like into Frontenac Park or wherever. But it's a pretty decent price. I'll put the link in the description. So minimum 2 nights. So we're here for the 2 nights. This is awesome. Esker tents are really, really awesome. And yeah, so we just got the fire going and gonna get that burning up and then start supper. Gonna make some beef stew. 7 degrees inside, 1 degree outside. Just putting a bit of beef broth in there. It's a lot of stew for 2 people. I hope you're hungry.
Yes.
Yum. Oh, help yourself, Katana. And I made bread-like substances. They're just warming on the stove. It is currently 17 degrees in here. We had to open up the stove to stoke a fire a little bit, and then it got smoky, so we had to open the door, so then it got a little bit, went down a couple degrees, but that's fine because it was too hot. But it's nice bread anyway. Toasted it on the fire. Nom, nom. Oh, I have butter. I need the butter.
So long. Pouring rain in February.
I know. It's February 11. Why is it pouring rain outside? Okay, so I've got my bed set up. And you'd think with all the space that it would be easy, but no, it was difficult because the floor is wet because it was icy when we first got here. And now the ice is melting, so it's wet. So you don't want to get the sleeping bags wet. You don't want the sleeping mat wet. You don't want to be close to the tent where that snow could melt. So we got our sleeping bags set up. The fire is pretty much roaring. It's very, very warm in here. Very warm. Like I took the sleeves off. Took a layer off. So let's tell you a little bit about the tent and what you get from Frontenac Outfitters. So you get the tent, which is a nice big tent. This will sleep 3 people, they say. And yeah, you could fit 3 people if we didn't have these chairs set up. You get all this firewood. They give you at least this much firewood. If you need more, you can buy more. But I think we're gonna and big welder's gloves. They give you
Fire starter.
and fire starter, and of course the stove. So the foam floor pieces, Katana brought those. And then of course you just have to bring all your bedding and clothes and food and stuff. So like, and they provided the cute little fairy lights. But it's a pretty good deal. $125 per night for 2 people. Additional people was what?
$25.
$25, and an additional night was $25.
Yes, and if you wanted to rent a cot with a sleeping mat,
yeah,
it's
and
$25.
Yeah, and they have, yeah, you can rent one of those like Coleman cots or whatever. So I mean, like, this is a really good deal. You guys should check this out if you're in the area. Check out the Frontenac Outfitters, and yeah, come down, and you can either stay here on their campsite, which is at the Frontenac Outfitters site, or you can rent, and if you are an experienced hot tenter, they won't rent it to noobs off-site. So if you are an experienced hot tent person, you can rent all the equipment from them, and they give you the sledge, and you can just go off on your merry way into the backcountry at Frontenac Park. So we will catch you later. I am very, 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 very sweating, and it's raining, and we both need to go outside and go pee, but we don't want to because it's raining.
In February.
In February! Jeez! Man! Yeah, but you know what? We're in a hot tent! Yes. This is awesome! I'm having a good time. Yeah, I'm glad we had this idea. Awesome.
I'm glad I posted it on my page.
Yeah. I'm trying not to get dehydrated, but I also don't want to have to go outside and go pee. Look, Dixie, I'm not hacking in the snow. Oh, so we are going to bedtime now. What time is it? Do we know what time it is?
It's 11:30.
11:30. Oh my gosh, it's way past my bedtime. You are such a bad influence, Katana. Keeping me awake all this late. Okay, so we've let the fire die down a little bit. It's still warm in here. It's still really warm in here. And it's not that cold outside. So we'll be fine tonight. I only have one sleeping bag. I didn't put the quilt in because I don't think I'm going to need it. If I do, then I'll just get it. But yep, we are going to bed now. So catch you in the morning. Peace. Good morning. I'm all tangled up in here. It's cold. And I have to go potty. It's 7:18, and it's cold, and I slept very, very cold all night long. So I will tell you about that in a minute, but I'm gonna get up and go pee first. Wow, look at the lake. It rained pretty much all night long, so all of that is probably slush just from the rain and ice on top of the snow. I'm surprised there's not sheets of ice on the tent. It's just not even frozen. Not even frozen. Dude, don't you know it's winter time? There's like a mosquito-y thing here, Katana.
What?
Yeah. Oh, wow, it's 7:45 already. How'd that happen? Okay, costume change. When I got up, it was 2 degrees in the tent. So just the two of us up and breathing and moving around. The temperature's gone up 1 degree. It's 0 outside, and that's the coldest it got. This sleeping pad, the Gear Doctors, not warm at all. I was cold all night. My back and like whichever side I was sleeping on was cold. So I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna maybe talk to the folks up at the store and the rentals and find out what the cot setup is like, and I might do that for tonight because tonight the temperature is supposed to go down really lots. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay, I gotta back 1 sec.
One.
Yeah. So that's the cold forecast for tonight, and there's flying bugs in here. Like, what the? Okay, well, that battery went from like 50% to warning off in 3.5 milliseconds. So maybe I need to get one of those extreme batteries for GoPro. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, the forecast for tonight. Yes, the forecast for tonight is really, really cold. So I might find out about getting a cot to sleep on and find out what that sleeping system is like, if it'll be warm, because this really isn't. And I did bring my climate as well, but that one is not warm enough for -19. So I will have to do something or be extra miserable. Anyway, so I'm gonna get this fire started and make breakfast. This stew. Here. I'm just gonna warm that up for breakfast. Okay, I forgot to put the camera back in my pocket. It's at 94%. Let's see how quick it dies. It is raining again. If we were backpacking in our tiny little solo tents, we would be absolutely miserable this weekend. So thank goodness for hot tenting, and nice big tents that we can sit in and not have to go outside to cook. It's taking a little bit longer to boil the water, but my stew is warmed up. Yeah, so we're gonna have breakfast, have some tea, and then we're gonna wander up to the shop. We're gonna get some more wood, because that's not gonna last us today if the temperature is going down like 1 degree every hour until it goes down to -19. Yeah, so, and it's supposed to, the forecast says snow, but it's raining. I'm sure you can hear it. That's very definitely rain and not snow. Gonna try some of these dragon fruit. Do you want to try one?
Sure. Thanks.
I've had dragon fruit, and there's really not a lot of flavor to them when they're not freeze-dried. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty. Yeah, I like these. And now it's snowing. Now we're winter camping.
Finally.
Yeah, close the door. It's getting snow all in. We're just gonna go up to the shop and get some more wood. Okay, so I got this cot and self-inflating thermarest. Yeah, all these thermarest products. So I have to try and figure out how to put this cot together, and I don't know. Andy showed me in the store. Bend. Oh, crap. Okay, this is not the least bit easy. Oh my goodness. I can't do this. Okay, so I managed to get one. But it's hard. This is super hard. So somehow I forgot my hatchet. So I'm trying to make some kindling, and the blade on my knife is not very long. So this is tricky. And it just keeps getting stuck. And I don't want to cut a leg.
Yes, I had a good idea.
No. So I have this knife, full tang, so it's a really good knife, and I actually found this a few years ago, in the woods, in the park near where I used to live, just before I moved and from the condo. So I found this like a few years ago. I don't know, 6 years ago, 5 years ago or something. And I've never used it for cutting wood. So we'll see how this goes. Andy came down from the store and helped me get the cot together. So I got this all together. So there's the cot, and I put the Reflectix, and then there's a self-inflating thermarest that I will inflate later, and then my clothes cell foam, and then my sleeping bag. So hopefully for tonight that will be warmer. So for lunch, I'm having one of my dehydrated meals left over from my Frontenac trip. It's got noodles and vegetables, and I'm gonna put in a packet of tuna and some olives, which is how I had it while I was out on the trail. And got some hot chocolate. Okay, it's funny, but every time I come out of the outhouse, for some strange reason, everything out here looks pink for a few seconds. But I just want to show you the other site, well, that they have with the other rental hot tent. So right across from the outhouse is this site. So it's a little bit closer to the parking by, I don't know, 100 meters or so. So it's the same tent and the same stove on the inside. Yeah, if you want to come and check out hot tenting, come to Frontenac Outfitters, because these folks are amazing. And this has been a really good experience. I've enjoyed this, and I'm like, why would anyone go cold tenting? Okay, we brought our snowshoes, but we decided to go post holing instead. Oh my gosh. So we're just exploring around the tent. Not far from camp. This is a path in the summertime. Snow is up over the top of my boots right now. Should have put snowshoes on. But this is fun. It's good exercise, right? Good for the glutes. I don't know, coming back up might be a challenge. So we made it down the hill. And it comes down to this campsite here, which is really pretty and secluded. They don't use this one in winter. And it's right on the lake, so this would be nice in summertime, because it's all tree covered and it's close to the water. Picnic table, tent pad, some old stuff that seems to have fallen down. Oh, part of the dock maybe. Yeah. So yesterday when we arrived, Andy was saying that the ice thickness was 16 inches the other day, but then we've had quite a few mild days. Yesterday was quite warm, and a few days before that was quite warm. So now you can see the lake is quite slushy. So I would not trust the lake now. It'd be a little bit too slushy, I think. But this is pretty. I've just lost my phone. I don't know where it is. I've checked every pocket 87 times. I've pulled everything out of every bag, box, and sleeping bag. And we went and hiked back down and up again that hill and up to the outhouse and the other tent. And I don't know when I last had the phone, so I don't know where to look for it. So it's gone. Probably never to be seen again. Yeah.
It's gonna be found, hopefully.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I can't wait till snow melt.
Yeah.
So I guess I will have to go and buy a new phone next week, on whenever we get home, tomorrow or on Monday after work. Anyway, yeah. So that's my afternoon so far. I gotta put this back in my sweater before the battery dies. So it's -1 in the tent now, -4 outside. It's 4:15 in the afternoon. We're gonna get our fire started.
I can't see.
7 degrees. And we got some hot chocolate and some hot dogs with sauerkraut and olives for dinner. That sounds yummy, doesn't it? Just out for the after dinner constitutional. And the snow has slowed down, so our footprints from earlier before sundown are still here. So pretty. I am amazed we can see the moon and stars. I don't know if you can see the stars, but you can see the moon. Oh my gosh, so it's clearing up, which means it's gonna get cold. So it's -9 outside right now, maybe as low as -11 because the thermometer thing is actually underneath the toboggan, so it's being guarded from some of the cold. So I'm sitting on my sleeping bags to try and warm them up before we go to bed. so that I don't have to crawl into freezing cold sleeping bags. What's the temperature in here right now? 18. So it's 18 degrees in here. I think it's a little bit warmer, but the thermometer is hidden from the side of the stove. So we're just getting ready to boil water and warm up our sleeping bags, and then, you know, our nightly ablutions, and then go to bed because we have to be out of here by 11 o'clock tomorrow. And it'll probably take us a while to get moving in the morning because it'll be dang cold. Cold. Good morning. Good morning, Katana. I'm warming my clothes up in my sleeping bag before I put them on, because it's too cold. It's really too cold to have the camera out for too long because it's just gonna die. So I'm just gonna do a few seconds here and there, and once this place warms up a bit, I'll let you know. Look at that. It's up to -8 inside and -19 outside. Got the fire going, but it's gonna take a while. To boil water to make breakfast. I like my oatmeal thick enough to stand on. So here we are, we're done. We survived. Got the car all packed up. It's 11:33. We're just getting ready to go. I would like to stop at Tim Hortons.
Yes.
For some hot caffeine. So that's it for this adventure. The only thing left is driving across the 401, which is an adventure in itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So